Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. It still has the logo, StreamYard logo. Can we make sure we take that out? So, so thank you all for joining us. We have just finished our first 10 hours of our Stream-a-thon. We are now into the wee hours. This is like adventure at night, which as a family theater still sounds really weird. But but thank you all for still being here. I know that a few are still with us. I haven't had a chance to look on our links because we just went live, but I feel like the mood's getting a little darker. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. We are going to go into the wee hours, so I want to just kind of reiterate a few things, which is, please, if you can, I know that there's a few of you, not many, I know, but there's a few of you who are still hanging out and still awake. I'm really impressed that you're with me. I don't know if you have the same chutzpah as clearly I have. That's what people are telling me, that for me to stick around and do this for 30 hours, I don't know how I'm going to do this still. So please bear with me. I know a lot of my friends who are either on the West Coast or even all the way in Korea are still looking at me shaking their heads. So thank you all for your faith. I'm going to do, I hope I can do this. We'll see. So we're going to do our donation wrap-ups and all that stuff. So we'll do that soon. For some of you who know, Momma Kong, this segment is going to actually be a late night snack with Momma Kong. So she did one of her favorite stews. It's a Korean stew. It's a very basic Korean stew that she made for me. And so we did this video together. Now, just so you all know, this was filmed, of course, way in advance because my mom cannot drive all the way out here and hang out for 30 hours. That's just too hard for her. So we did this video recording, and I think it's in 2 segments. And then we're going to do 5 questions. So this is going to be a fun hour, the midnight hour. Oh my goodness. Look, there's some really great, like, cute stuff that my producers and our stage managers put in. So they recommended I do some jumping jacks and things like that this late hour to keep you awake. So you'll see me randomly, like if you see me pack back on and I'm doing something really wonky, that's why. So we now have a video ready to go. Let's start rolling. I believe there is no roll up. So why don't you bring it up and put me on the side? And I'm just gonna, we're gonna start with it rolling and I'm still gonna talk. So let's go ahead and put the video up. Yeah, I think we're still waiting for the share of the video, which is okay. There it is. So go ahead and start playing. Push play. Because I don't know if there's a ramp up. Hi, everybody. My name is Chil Kong, and I'm the artistic director. This is the late night hour, but we did a recording because my mom, Momma Kong, can't come all the way to the studio where we're doing our Stream-a-thon. So if you're catching up, this is the late night stew that Momma Kong is making for me, and I'll have some later to eat. But 엄마 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
This is Momma Kong. Yay! So everybody who's been following, this is Momma Kong, and she is going to create a stew. So stew는 이름은 뭐예요?
육개장.
So 엄마, my mom, is going to make 육개장, which is usually a really good, healthy late night stew to have, and it's super spicy. So. Yeah. So the ingredients are
이게 무슨 판지 모르겠어.
sprouts.
큰 건지 아주 큰 거.
They have basically a bowl full of bean sprouts.
아주 큰 거.
Yeah.
이게
So these are big.
like this. real big거든. 이게 맛있다.
It's like leek onions, I think. So apologies, I'll have all the names later and I'll list them in the ingredients list. So a big batch of that,
Yeah.
2 big of those, and then 2 giant of the onions, spring onions. And again, half of a giant radish. So this is the other half. My mom's already cut a whole bunch into this plate. So you'll see, oops, plate. Oma, this is getting hot now. So
okay.
should I put water in it? What should I do?
No.
Not
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
조금만 지금?
Yeah.
So 1 cup?
Yeah.
So I am heating up. Momma Kong is heating up a giant pot, and so as you can see, we had to heat it up. She added a little bit of water so that it can get it boiling. You want me to help you with anything?
Yes, 이거 angle cut 하기.
Angle, like, oh, so
Yes,
did you
angle
hear
cut.
that? So she has to cut it in an angle in large pieces.
Then
This is actually so cool for me because my mom doesn't really tell me the ingredients or how to cook it. She's just kind of cooks it and just leave me alone. So I get to actually watch her do this stuff. So this is exciting for me. So how many gogi? So
I put it in the 6, like a half a pound.
So about a half a pound of short rib sliced beef. As you can see, she also cuts them in about 1-inch pieces. 엄마 이거 빨리 하는데요?
Yeah.
Oh, so as it heats up, boils with 1 cup of water, she puts the meat in there immediately.
Half a pound.
Do you want me to put more water in there?
No. You need the meat. Put it in the. 이거 how many pounds?
이거는 다 안에 놔둘게요.
일단 안에 몇 pound?
This is like
그거 할게. 1 pound. Little over 1 pound. It's not enough for
I think this is like 2 pounds.
2 pound. 그럼
So-
you use 1 pound.
So she's putting about 1 pound of the short rib beef and boiling it in water right now. Okay.
Garlic
So chopped garlic. Okay. What do you say?
right there.
You go.
So like
Oh, you go. So as you can see, my mom likes to pre-make this. So she likes to pre-debud or whatever the garlic, and so she has a whole bunch of bags of garlic because we use them all the time. So. Okay. 뭐 찾았어요? So I just asked her what is she looking for, what she needs help with. Oh wait, you want me to just turn that on?
Huh?
How can I help you?
you know, store
So I'm stirring this for mom. Okay. Stirring how many days?
so more high.
Higher? Okay. So she's really pre-cooking. She's really pre-cooking the ribs in the water. Yeah.
Yes.
Janisa, Oma. I just tell her it was fun. This is fun. We actually don't get to do this very often. Usually she just tells me to get out of the kitchen and leave her alone.
마늘 좀 넣고.
Yeah.
Like a big one bowl. Big one
So
bowl.
big chunks, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then next.
물도 안
I need we are done this.
Okay.
What?
So-
Because I know the blood, make sure.
Oh, so she wants to make sure there's no blood getting all over.
Uh.
It's better to cook it all before you add more water.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boy.
Okay. Okay.
Then I throw everything in there.
Yeah. 그러면 이거 조금 더 cook해야 되는데 맞아요?
Yeah, like a
Okay. So it has to cook a little bit longer. Probably
longer half hour.
like 20. 이거
20 minutes.
5 more minutes 지금?
No, 10 more minutes.
이렇게 cook하고? Okay.
10 more minutes, everything in 20 minutes or half hour. You know, whatever done, you can leave it there. More times, more tasty juice.
So if you can let it
Yeah.
get softer and it gets
Yeah.
more tasty, the longer you can
Yeah.
let it pre-cook before you add all the ingredients.
Yeah.
Okay. So, oh, was that recording? Maybe that wasn't. Turn on.
아까 꺼져가 있어.
네, 괜찮으세요. 우리 두 개 캠era 많이 쓰는데. So for all of you who are joining us, this is the late night version, but as you can see, we've pre-recorded. Momma Kong is creating a stew for me, which is again, 이름이 뭐예요?
육개장.
Yukgaejang. My mom's making a yukgaejang, which is a very spicy late night snack kind of soup. And there's lots of broth and meat and ingredients in it. So if you're just joining us, I hope that you are enjoying your time here and our Stream-a-thon, our 30-hour Stream-a-thon. 30 hours, Amma, what do you think? That's a long time.
30 minutes.
아니, 30 hours 내는 wake up 해야 되는데 I have to stay awake 30 hours. 이거 fundraiser 하는 거. 그래서 30 hours all night 하는데. So right now, recording 하는 거. So everybody thinks that this is like 10 o'clock at night. So it's really late, but okay, Amma?
Yeah.
Okay. So this has to cook a little bit longer, right? 맞아요?
So you see the bubble on it?
So when it bubbles over, it's pretty much ready.
You see bubble on there? You see it?
Yeah, so show the camera over here, Emma. You go.
So all blood's gone.
So all
Blood's
the blood
gone.
is gone.
Yeah. Then I put it in the, that's the veggie sauce.
So she puts looks like
1 spoon. Like
one big spoon
Yeah.
of fish sauce, of Korean fish sauce,
Yeah.
which I think is a little different than Vietnamese fish sauce.
No. Just
So
open it.
you go?
Huh.
Okay. So,
So
and some soy sauce.
soy sauce, same amount, 1 spoon. And
1 spoon.
then you put it in this.
All the radish.
Yeah. Then you put it into
And
this.
then the sprouts.
Yeah.
Oh, this is why we're live.
Then this.
문정이요, 엄마. You want to take the call?
Don't worry.
Okay.
You like.
So then you put in. This is exciting. Okay, so Momma Kong has put in the greens, the spring onions, and the sprouts. So 물도 놔두는데요.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
put it
Mom
in
is
the-
putting a whole, looks like
No, that's a big two bowl. Big 2 bowl.
so she's putting 2 big bowls of water.
I leave it together.
And then she's pouring it in to the stew. Yes. So when do you put the spice in, Amma?
Spice, I put it in now.
Yeah, 지금?
Yes.
So she's gonna add red pepper, which is Korean red peppers. It's they dry it.
So I put it in the 1 spoon. That's need the spice.
네. So this is the spice that makes it really hot.
I put in the 1 spoon.
Wow, it's a heaping spoonful.
Yukgaejang means you have to be spicy.
Ooh.
So you leave it like that, half hour cook.
Oh, so it cooks in half hour.
Yeah.
So this is a very quick and easy lesson. As you can see, the ingredients are fairly simple. and we have to have a really lovely meal. 잘했어요, 엄마?
Yeah.
That's it? Is that it, 엄마? 끝났어? If you're joining us in this late hour, Momma Kong has made yukgaejang for me. It has to boil for another like half hour, 30 minutes. So all these ingredients get to sit and cook. So 엄마, so when I took the job at Adventure, what did you think? What were you thinking?
Who?
날. When I got the job at the theater company, what did you think?
요가까.
요바카.
아니야. 좋게 이야기하나.
Oh, 좋게. So she was excited because she knows I love theater. And so she was just happy that I am working while I'm helping out with my mom and I'm down here. So, 엄마, 재밌어?
Yeah.
So did you like me that I've been able to spend all this time with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So 엄마 사랑해요.
Yeah.
또 엄마 이렇게 큰 거 사랑해.
이렇게.
큰 거. So just so you all know, there's 3 versions of 사랑해 means I love you in Korean. And we have hand signals that goes with it. So 엄마 이거는 큰 거 사랑해, which means big love. This is
Big
I
love.
love you, big love. And then this is medium love. You go like this. So it's a medium heart. And then little love is this. So if you see anybody go to you like, that means I love you a little bit. Or like, yeah, I love you. Or it's like, I really love you. So 엄마, big 사랑해.
나도.
So if you haven't donated, please donate. We are doing our fundraiser. This is our annual fundraiser, which has replaced our gala. We're doing this Herculean thing, which is 30 hours of continuous me, which is strange. But 30 hours. We should be in the late hours of our Stream-a-thon. As you can see, I'm just filling time because this thing has to cook for like 20 or 30 minutes. But we'll come back and we'll start eating.
So I see I have more love for you, Chil, than you.
No, because this is midnight. I literally got a ping from my phone because I've been trying to be much better with self-care since my concussion. And so I have all these alerts. And one of the alerts are like to go to sleep because I've always had kind of issues with going to sleep. And so I just got a ping from my phone saying, go to sleep. And so my brain just went, doo. So with the energy that I have left, I only have a little love for you, Leon. Just the energy that I have left. Sorry, Leon. When I get my second win later, I will give you bigger love. But right now, that's just purely energy.
I understand. I understand. I know you're also mad at me because, like, at the end of this hour, I'm going to go take a break.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Nice.
It's your idea, man. I mean,
well, I was going to try to convince all 3 of us to do it for 30 hours, but I was like, no, that's not fair. That's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen. So, because I also think if we just did a handoff so that only each of us take 10 hours, I think people will be like, so I can do 10 hours. So one of us had to do all 30. That's just the way, that's just the way it worked. So,
we've got a lot of activity going on. People are into this section.
I know. Well, because a lot of people are excited about Momma Kong. I see Aria who's jumping in. Ebony is also back looking at the food. Ihui is on there. I think I said that correctly. Ihui. And Mary. I love you, Mary. She's just always here. And also Michael Michael Aiken just came back in. So thank you all. I'm looking at the feeds now. And I know Aria, it's like we're bringing back home, right? So I love that. Yay! I know a lot of my friends in Korea are also watching because they also love Momma Kong. So thank you all. 안녕하세요. Thank you all for joining us in the late hours. Do you have an update for us on anything?
Well, I know people are enjoying the cooking, but if you really love Momma Kong and the fact that she's letting us stay in the kitchen, please make a donation by texting adventure to 56651. Let's show her the love. Let's show her big love.
Yes, big love. Oh my God, I don't know how much more energy do I have left. I will say this, that my mom typically really does not like me in the kitchen. It isn't that she wants to keep these ingredients secret. It's just that that's her realm. That's her place. So we were very lucky to have her, to be able to be in that room with her. And I think I worked on her for like a solid month before she finally said, "Oh, fine, fine." And you can see she's like, she doesn't like me anywhere near her as I'm cooking. As she's cooking. And it's very simple. Like that's the thing, is that the simple stews and things that are the hardest to make, because there's a little detail of love that you have to put in, that when you have just very simple ingredients, and people don't understand that there is love and kindness that's going into the stew, and that's what you taste when it's these simple ingredients. So thank you all for continuing to watch. I know that we have another segment coming up, which is going to be the finalizing of the stew, and you'll notice that there is magic. It's not just like you have to do these ingredients. You have to also taste through this process, which is very old school. And yes, Michael Seal, that was a giant heaping spoonful of red chili powder, but that's what we eat. In the break, I actually got some of the stew and heated it up and ate it. So, sorry, I ate it too fast. I know. It was just like I was hungry. I wanted my midnight snack. All right, so I know that we have the video.
Keep you up.
Yeah, I know that we have the video. So let's bring up the video, and there's no break. So just go ahead and push play. Bring up the video and push play. Yay! Where, Ma?
Don't open it.
Well,
beans plus this.
Yeah.
Get a bitty smell coming on.
The bean smell.
Yeah, bean
So it has
smell.
to steam inside.
Steam inside. Done. Then you open it.
Ah, okay. I didn't know. Because it smells so good. I just want to have some. Okay. It's still cooking. not to say. All right. So we're still cooking. We'll cut back. As you can see, we have to turn on some fans and stuff. So we'll come right back. Again, if you're joining us, this is the Stream-a-thon. We're probably in the late hours.
Already.
Mashiseo. So the stew has been cooking. As you can hear the fan. Oh, wait, let me turn off the fan. So the stew has been cooking for about 20 minutes. And so Momma Kong's gonna do a little test. So she's gonna go in there and do a little stew test. 조금. 괜찮으세요?
I need a little more put it in.
Hot sauce, or so as you can see, she cooks by taste. So there's enough hot sauce. She needed to put more fish sauce in, and then some salt, which she doesn't use a lot of. As you can see, she puts it in about a tablespoon or a half a tablespoon.
Yeah, half a tablespoon.
So it's a very small amount of salt that she's squeezing in. And we realized as a correction, my mom actually ended up using 2 pounds of the sliced beef ribs. So it's that special cross-cut sliced beef ribs that Momma Kong was using. A little better, Emma?
Casey. I need another more salt.
So I think she put in basically a tablespoon of salt total.
So 3 water, 2 water this.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 more minutes done.
So it's gonna stew for the 10 more minutes for the yukijan. And so jealous. Mashita. And then she's gonna add a little black pepper. So she's going to sprinkle some black pepper on top for a little depth. Okay, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. And again, you are watching our Stream-a-thon. We're on the late hours of our 30-hour Stream-a-thon. Thank you for joining us. You are sharing the time with Momma Kong and me, Chil Kong. I'm the artistic director at Adventure Theater, and we love you a little right now. Wait till the food comes out. 조금 사랑해. So it looks like the stew is finished, but Momma Kong just told me this really great story about red peppers and why Koreans have peppers. It's because when Korea was a subjugated country to China, they had to give gold, as they were part of the Chinese kingdom.
They send us
So in return for the gold, they sent us the chili peppers, which they received from Spain. So from Spain, they cultivated these chili peppers, and China just really essentially wanted to get rid of it and they just give it to us. So they're doing it as well, they're doing it as almost like a punishment to Koreans. But of course, they sent so much that Koreans didn't know what to do with it, so they just started using it with foods, and that's when they figured out how to make the red spice kimchi. Because before then, it was actually more of just cabbage, and it was vinegary. So the story that what Momma Kong's telling me is that the red spice, the hot kimchi that we know today as the traditional Korean kimchi, really came because Koreans just wanted to give it back to China and show them that they can take all the red kimchi that China can give them. So it shows you the stubbornness of the Korean country. See, it's like I get to learn so much every day. So Momma Kong, 이거 먹게요?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have some right now. Oh. So we're going to eat now. So 엄마.
Yeah, 이건 안 보이네.
네, 괜찮아요. 이거만 되는데요. So, you're gonna. I'm sweating because I'm getting prepared and it's super hot right now in the kitchen.
Yeah. Made rice.
Yeah. So as you can see, it has all the ingredients. The beef. Okay. 같이 먹으세요.
But leave it on the low, couple hours more taste better.
Yeah, so let it simmer for like another hour or two on low, and all the spices will just soak in. 맛있어요?
That's good, very good. Perfect.
맛있다. So if you're all enjoying me, I'm probably eating this live and sweating, as you can see already. But I'm sweating. Oh, this is so good. 엄마, 잘했어요. So I just told my mom that she did a great job. Oh. She's telling me the story of how sneezing is to get the spices away, right?
Allergy, right?
So your allergy of the spices when you sneeze is to sneeze it away. It's to chase away the allergy of the hot spices. That's why you sneeze. Oh, 맛있다.
Tastes good.
Yeah. Thank you, Oma. Good job. Well, Bobby said, so I like to add a little bit of rice to my stew, and I'm gonna wipe down my forehead. Okay. So for everyone who's been watching, this is Momma Kong. She's making Yukijang for us. This is part of our 30-hour Stream-a-thon. So thank you for joining us. Please, please, please donate if you can. So 돈 주라고 하세요. Donate money. 봐봐요.
Donate money, please.
So please donate to Adventure Theater. There's the click in the links below. They're all attached. I know that they're streaming, and so look at the text to give. So looking forward to seeing you, and we'll talk to you soon. My mom, I love that she was just like, donate.
You got Momma Kong and I got nuts.
The problem is I would like, as you notice, I was sweating. I was just sweating up a storm because of all the hot spices. And so like that's why I didn't want to have too much of it today, because if I did, I'd just be like because of the spices. So thank you all. I love that Regina had joined. And Bridget, seriously, aren't you up a little late, Bridget? Look, if your parents are gonna let you up that late, there's nothing I can stop you. But wow, you're up late, and I want to thank you for being up late. But you're up late. Also, thank you all. So it looks like Regina. I love Regina. Wasn't she fun to watch during the stage combat stuff? Yeah,
Because I see it again soon, right?
Yeah, we're gonna replay it. But Regina was so fun, and that was her daughter in the video, so she got to give some whooping legally to her daughter.
So I was getting texts from my wife who was watching Regina and her daughter, and she was like, "I can't get my teenager to say yes." Like she totally wanted Basha to go down with her. Like they wanted to have like the same stage combat, but Basha wasn't game. So Regina, you got a cool daughter there.
Oh, Basha, come on! When you see this later, because I think you will, I'm calling you out next time, Basha. You're gonna have the session with your mom. That'll be fun. But anyway, so we're gonna go to another video, and this is our 5 questions again. So we have a bunch of videos, and the folks that are on it is, so don't play yet. We have Sasha Cohen and Natalie Cohen, Jon. Let's see. It's Hoche, I believe, is the actual pronunciation. Jon Hoche was
about around 7.5. Like it was for like a PSA for Refinery 29, and it was called When Little Girls Say Big Girl Things. He is really fun. John Mulaney is actually the nicest man I've ever met. Sorry, Dad, but he's like really fun to be around, and I get that he's a comedian because he's really funny too. It was really fun working on the Sack Lunch Bunch because everybody there was like family to me, and it was really sad when we had to leave because we were all like so close to each other. Luckily, we're making another one. Probably my most favorite thing to do is go on my phone, text my friends because of COVID. Obviously, we can't see them in person. So I usually FaceTime them or like go on TikTok, go on like the apps on my phone. It's actually really, really addicting my phone. Ask my parents about it. They know a lot about that, but the most biggest dream that I have for when I'm older is probably maybe being in Hollywood or on like a big TV series, probably like Stranger Things or Riverdale. Like it goes on and on and on. That's probably my biggest dream. When I don't get a job that I really wanted, I mean, I manage my feelings by focusing on the positive. I mean, if I know that I did my best, they like you probably if you did a really good job, but they might be looking for someone different, what they want for that character. One time I actually was auditioning for this show, and it was like the final callback. And all of the girls were really nice, and we were like sitting down playing games. Then they said, Lexi, you can go home. And I was really upset because, I mean, it was a really big thing. And then my parents were comforting me, but I really was really upset for the rest of the night. And after, I calmed myself down by realizing that there's a lot of talented children out there. And just because you didn't get the job doesn't mean you didn't do well. Every audition is another opportunity for getting more practice. Not everybody can get this one job, and there's always other chances. And you just have to keep trying and keep practicing. Adventure Theater, thank you so much for these questions. I hope your stream-a-thon goes really, really well. Bye!
Hi, I'm Philip Anthony Rodriguez, and I am a daytime Emmy-nominated film, television, Broadway, and theater actor. I'm probably best known for portraying the role of Ruben Enriquez on the hit television show The Secret Life of the American Teenager, which lasted 5 glorious seasons. And on Broadway, I'm probably best known for portraying Richie Valens of La Bamba fame in the hit stage play Buddy the Buddy Holly Story at the Shubert Theater. As a parent, I think theater for young audiences is exceptionally important because, speaking from experience, I know the benefits of growing up with theater and arts background. I was born and raised in New York City, and to be able to say that field trips consisted of visits to Broadway shows, off Broadway shows, 99 seat house theaters, productions at the Metropolitan Opera, New York City Ballet, and any one of a wealth of our world class museums, it's easy to see why New York City is a playground and a virtual smorgasbord of arts immersion. Um, I was introduced to theater at a very young age, at the age of 9, when a theater company for kids called Acting by Children decided to initiate a theater program in Brooklyn, New York, at my local church. And suffice it to say, once I got involved with that, I was hooked. And that eventually led to going to a high school performing arts program and a college performing arts program. And, I decided that I was going to somehow do the thing that I love most and make a little money doing it. And knock on wood, it's been pretty okay for me. But having a child is very exciting to me because I'm hoping that I can introduce him to the benefits of theater and arts in general. And hopefully he will be rewarded as much as I have been and continue to be. The more he engages in it. My dream role, as it relates to, let's say, the big or small screen, is to be involved in anything having to do with Star Wars. I had the honor of creating and portraying the role of fifth brother in a animated TV series called Star Wars Rebels. And fifth brother was a minion, an underling of Darth Vader. So I got to do his bidding and got to be a real baddie doing it. That was a real treat. But the real fun part about that was that they created an action figure for me. And additionally, I got to have a Funko Pop created for me. So that was always fun. But it's not the same as being on screen and doing some kind of fun Star Wars projects. So at this stage of the game, heck, I don't mind playing the third stormtrooper from the left if it means being in a Star Wars movie or a Star Wars TV show. And if we're talking about theater, I would love to get a crack at playing Cervantes' Don Quixote in a production of Men of La Mancha. I had the honor of doing a production of it many, many years ago where I got to play the head muleteer, and I was hooked. And being able to see the actor who portrayed the role of Cervantes Don Quixote was an inspiration, to say the least. But definitely one of those things that I said, when I grow up, when I'm older, I'm going to do that role. So hopefully I'll get an opportunity to do that. Inclusion in theater is very important to me because as a person of color, I know the difficulties of being able to do some of the projects that would not readily be available to people of color. And suffice it to say, if I had a nickel for every time I've had to play like a drug dealer or a gang leader or a gang member or just an overall baddie because of my Latino background, I could, collect that money and retire easily. But I've also benefited from being cast, in non-traditional roles. I've had my fair share of playing a lawyer or a doctor or something like that. And on many occasions, not necessarily with a Spanish surname. So that's always nice. But inclusion is important because it's representative of what this country is. The myriad of ethnic backgrounds and races that make up the fabric of what America and the United States is all about. We have been and always will be a country of immigrants, and that is truly what makes our country great. The unity and the benefits of what people from different backgrounds can lend to a nation. So inclusion is very important to me. We've made incredible strides in being inclusionary with roles and different projects, whether we're talking about television, film, or theater, but we still have a long way to go. but we're making good strides, and we just have to keep at it. Let's see. What is one proper costume item from a show you wish they let you keep? Well, I have to say that out of all the roles that I've done throughout my career, there's never really been an opportunity where I haven't been able to keep something that I had my eye on. But I will say that when I was doing a TV show called J 2.0, I played one of the leads, and his name was Kyle Duarte. He was an NSA agent. And when I was wearing my civilian clothes, the costumers got me this really, really nice $1,500 Armani leather biker jacket that I got to wear maybe twice out of all the episodes that I did on that show. But I said, "Oh man, I got my eye on that puppy," and sure enough, without having to have it be like a contractual obligation, I scored that jacket for free. So that was kind of nice. And then I also got to keep a pair of like these prison shackles from a production of Not About Nightingales that I did, which was also kind of nice. That felt very real because they were made of real metal and stuff like that. So that was another Broadway show that I did. So yeah, I've been real lucky to score a couple of things that with some of the projects that I've been involved with. So let's see, what else? Well, I think that's all that has been asked of me. And I will sum it up by saying that I think what Adventure Theater is doing is absolutely spectacular. Thank you for keeping theater alive during this very, very challenging pandemic. If there's one thing that has been made abundantly clear, is that in the face of this pandemic and the tragedy that it's brought, not just the people in this country, but the world over, is that people need to seek out theater and arts and film and television, not just for escape, but for healing. And I think that's what theater and arts in general can provide to people. It's what feeds our souls. It's what makes us love and think and ponder the world. So thank you, Adventure Theater, for keeping theater alive during these exceptionally trying times. And with that, I wish you all the very best. Be safe, be well, take care of each other, and we'll see you out there. Bye-bye.
What hat is that, Leon?
It's a frog.
I can't.
You've got a green screen? I was feeling green.
What is that?
It's not
called?
easy being green.
Yeah, there you go. I keep thinking it's somewhere out there, but it's not. It's
somewhere. Rainbow Connection is what you're thinking.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows? Yeah. Okay, I know. So hey. So I'm trying to keep up my energy. I'm literally on my 12th cup of coffee, and I'm not even in the final 10 hours. I'm in the middle of this thing. I'm literally in the 11th hour. This is gonna be a train.
Yeah, we reached the halfway point with your karaoke. I think that's how it works.
And also, as you can see, I had announced the people for the following video that's coming up rather than the people here. That was Lexi. She is a great kid. Met her on the set of what's his face, the comedy series that she was on, the snack lunch kids, the sack lunch bunch. Whew, wow, yes, this is gonna be good. The sack lunch bunch, and then Philip Anthony Rodriguez he's done. I'm lucky to know him. He's super talented. So
that was
he's
a great piece he did for us.
Yeah, and
I mean the way he was talking about the importance of what we do for kids. I mean, he gets it.
Yeah, he does get it. Well, and he's got a super sweet kid who's gonna be, I think, 4 or 5. soon. So, but he's in LA. But yeah, he's very happy to have there. I do want to thank Ebony for donating. Love you, Ebony. Thank you, and for being online this late because I know you've had a long day. So thank you, Ebony. I think that we also have Tim Lunabus. Tim, thank you for donating. And by the way, Philip just agreed to jump on board with me at 3:00 because I am starting to get tired. So I won't be alone. Philip will jump in with me on that hour.
That makes me feel so good because I'm going to ditch you after this break and leave you to your friends from 1 to 4. I'll be back for your karaoke.
Yes. So, however, we got a really cool thing happening at 1:00. Tamlin is going to come back and join us. So Tamlin Tamita is going to come back just to poke in and say hi. She's very sweet and is going to check up on me. And then after that, Danielle is going to jump in, who is part of our staff. Super, super fun. She's going to I have to put on a jump onesie, I think, because we're doing a onesie retrospective.
Did you get the one I left for you? Are you using that one?
I have. It's the puppy onesie. So we got a lot of fun stuff happening in the wee hours because seriously, one, how many of y'all are watching? I don't know. A lot, actually, surprisingly, who are still here. I literally my phone just went, sleep well. Like it just said, sleep well. Yeah, I'm going to make the 30 hours. I really am. So let's, again, this next segment is going to have Sasha and Natalie Cohen and Jon, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, but it's Hoche, who was on King Kong on Broadway as well as other shows. I think Regina was yelling at me about all the other shows that he was on. He was on Cambodian Rock Band as well. He's super, super talented, so very happy to have him. And so let's pull up the video.
But before we go, don't forget, make a donation by texting adventure to 56651. So we're still getting donations in. I've seen a couple people bidding. So even at this late hour, people who are up with us are doing. So please, if you're up and you're watching and you like frog hats, make a donation by texting adventure to 56651.
I don't need any help going off the rails, Leon. I don't need more help. Okay, roll video.
Hi, my name is Natalie Cohen. My pronouns are she, her.
I'm Sasha. My pronouns are he, him.
We have a big project coming out, but we signed an NDA, which is a non-disclosure agreement, so we can't say what it is yet.
If you want to follow us on Instagram, my username is Sasha_A_Cohen.
And mine is Natalie's.username.is.taken.
Well, when did you realize that you wanted to act?
Well, I mean, I grew up in a family of singers and actors, so it's kind of been something I've been doing my whole life. I'm not sure when I realized I liked acting, because I always have been.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing for me. I don't think there was a specific point in my life where I decided I just wanted to be an actor. I think that it was just, my life was so full of like singing and acting and all that stuff that it just like I just kind of gravitated towards those kind of things.
Do you prefer to act together, or would you rather do your own scenes with other actors and then just tell your sibling about it later?
Both.
I'd rather work alone.
Well, no, both, because it's fun to have a sibling with you because you already have that relationship that so many actors have to build up from scratch. Like
Yeah,
you can.
Well, then it just feels like sometimes when you're twins and you have that relationship, it feels like you're part of a duo and you have to do everything together. And sometimes it's nice to just like be alone for a while.
Yeah, because I'm not half of a whole. I'm me, and so sometimes it's nice, as you said, to do things by yourself and have your own achievements.
Who likes comedy more and who likes drama?
Comedy.
Drama. I like comedy. I like comedy and drama pretty equally, but I like the drama of drama.
Whoa. I like comedy just because your mind doesn't have to like go through a full workout every episode or every hour of the movie. It's like you're not worrying, oh my god, who's gonna die next? You're just having fun. It's just light-hearted, and it just makes you feel happy, you know.
What's your favorite non-theater, non-acting hobby?
I like exercising.
I like to play guitar, and I also write some songs.
They're really good.
Honestly, it's just like anything that I can do that isn't just sitting in my room, I'll enjoy, especially when we're in quarantine.
But I mean, I kind of like sitting in my room too.
What is your favorite thing about having a sibling in the same business as you?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like what we were saying about the whole part of a duo thing, because so many actors, they have to start working and working and working on this relationship to build with not just their scene partners, but like and anything, what they're talking about, the objects in the scene, the setting, the plot. But we already have that really strong connection between each other. So we don't have to work on that relationship between us. We can just kind of work off each other. And it makes a lot of things a lot easier, especially on set when you're doing film acting and in theater.
And also, it's just nice to have someone to talk to who can really understand it. If you have a script that you're not super comfortable with, that you want to go over, you have a sibling who's really accessible and right there who can help you. It's nice to have someone else who's on the same level as you.
Thanks, Adventure Theater, for having us be a part of the Stream-a-thon. Bye.
Bye!
Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Jon Hoche, and I am an actor or puppeteer, and I am based out of New York City. You may know me as the voice of King Kong from King Kong on Broadway, as well as musicals like Soft Power, the new musical by David Henry Hwang and Janine Tesori, as well as the original production of Viet Gone, and also the national tour of Warhorse. I am answering 5 questions for Adventure Theater. Let's go. Number 1, what show did you see that made you want to be an actor? Well, I was 6 years old, and it actually was my older sister's 4th grade production of Pinocchio. I thought it was the coolest thing to see my sister, who, you know, I see every day, be on a stage, you know, like having fun and making, you know, at that time, you know, like being like playing pretend. And she looked like she was having a really great time. And I wanted to jump up there, but my mom would probably get mad at me if I did at the time. So yeah, that was the first time I think I knew I wanted to be an actor. Number 2, plays or musicals. Whew, this is I mean, do we have to choose? Do we really have to choose? I would honestly say I do love both. As long as I find or I have a connection to a piece of theater, whether it be a play, a musical, a puppet show, a dance piece, as long as there's something in it that I can connect with and inspires me or challenges me or stirs something up inside of me, I love to go see it. So it's unfair of me to be able to choose between plays or musicals. You should see them both. Number 3, how cool was it to work on King Kong? And did you ever talk to the puppet like it was a person, or was it just too big? King Kong was the absolute coolest. It was maybe one of the coolest jobs I will ever have. For those of you who don't know, King Kong was a musical on Broadway, and the lead, King Kong, was a 20-foot tall, 1.2 ton marionette puppet with animatronic features as well. So he's a big boy. And the coolest thing about it was that, you know, all the actors, the creative team, everyone never referred to him as the puppet. He was always referred to as Kong. I mean, he was considered an actor in the musical. So it was really cool. So yeah, we either referred to him as Kong. Some of the cast members referred to him affectionately as Kiko, as was a nickname that they gave him. But yeah, I mean, I had a really incredible connection with him. So yeah, I miss them. I miss them a lot. Let's see. Number 4. What show would you most like to star in a revival of? That also is a tough question because I've had the honor predominantly most of my career predominantly I've had the opportunity and the honor to do new plays and new musicals and things like that. So I've really had the pleasure of like kind of getting in on the ground up and kind of helping to cultivate and create characters, and that's really exciting for me. But I will say there was a show that I saw on Broadway that absolutely scared the pants off of me, and it was called The Pillow Man. And it was this kind of crime story where these people were interrogating this person, and he was telling these stories that were kind of these really scary, messed up stories. A lot of them had to do with like creepy children, and every story scared the pants off of me, as I said. And I would love to just be any one of the characters in that play. Also, I've had the opportunity to, as a puppeteer, I've had the opportunity to be the puppeteer who works on the Audrey 2 puppets in Little Shop of Horrors. From the beginning when it's a little hand puppet to it's like a body puppet to it's like a huge giant puppet. And I absolutely love doing that show. So whenever there's an opportunity for me to be involved with a Little Shop of Horrors production, I jump at the chance. All right, let's see. The 5th and final question. What was most satisfying about being in Soft Power at the Public Theater in New York City? Soft Power is a really special show to me. I had worked on it for years in readings, workshops, labs, and things like that. And I really got to like help see the show grow and evolve. And then I was able to do the world production of it out in LA. And then it was so exciting to bring the show back to New York, my hometown, and perform it off Broadway at the Public Theater was really incredible. It's a really important show that deals with democracy and the idea of democracy in our country. And it also deals with representation and a lot of important topical questions are asked in it. It also has a predominantly Asian American cast. About 99% of us were Asian American, and that was really very cool to be a part of. And also, we were able to record the cast album for Soft Power. It's now streaming. You can listen to it anywhere. And I do have a solo on that, and that was very cool. And how cool is it that it is actually nominated for a Grammy this year. So that's a really cool honor to be bestowed on us, to have a Grammy nomination. That's all 5 questions. Thanks, Adventure, for having me. And I really enjoyed joining your Stream-a-thon. All right, take care.
Yay! It's so funny because my synapses don't connect because I know all these people, and Michael Seal, our producer, and I was at the world premiere, at the off-Broadway premiere of Soft Power, and he came out. This is when David Henry Wong, who was the book writer, was still doing the rewrites. So he was at the shows, and he doesn't like when these shows are in still development. He doesn't like to hang out because people get to, they know who he is and people like talk to him. But he stopped for a second because he and I chatted. And so we were talking, and just as he's talking, like 2 or 3 of the reviewers started coming out, and he was like, I gotta go. So it was really funny. And my favorite moment is when they did there's a whole segment about panels. and how it flipped the script on when you have all these talking heads talking about either like an Asian culture, but it's only one person who's Asian and everybody else is white. And they flipped it so that there was like 3 Asians and 1 white person talking about America. And they kept correcting the one Caucasian who was American about like the story. And it just, I laughed so hard. I think poor Michael was looking at me like I had 3 heads. I laughed so hard. It was so bitingly humorous, and I loved him for it. I know that we're going to get ready to do segments. One of the things that people recommend that I do right now is jumping jacks. And people don't understand, jumping jacks are actually hard on your knees because you're actually jumping and you're doing this. And also, it's not a good thing to do in your suit. So I'm going to do actually something, because we're going to, in the next hour, we have another video. What was the video? Wait a minute. What am I missing? Oh, next segment. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So that's so we're gonna replay Ron Balicki's segment for martial arts. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna warm up, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna warm up so that you can see that one, I actually do stage combat, and 2, so you can see, so that I can also like get blood in my body. Because I need to stay awake. So what I typically do is actually it's because I don't do the full extension, boom, because I'm also old and I don't need to do that. Yeah, I know. Don't rip my pants. I know. I'm trying not to. Well, I'm in my stretchy pants because I know I might be doing this. So what I typically do is, instead of extending all the way through when I warm up, what I do is actually just get my knee up. So I just and I switch. This just gets the blood going. What it does is it gets the blood through my spine and down to my legs. And people don't understand that blood flow, when you want to get yourself kind of up, people think it's like you got to kind of shake your head. It's not. What you need is the body to flow all the blood through your system. And the extremities are your hands and actually your feet. Even though your feet is on the ground a lot, so the blood's going to it a lot, what you want to do is you want to lift it so that the circulation of your blood gets cleaner. And so I think Tamlin is going to join me. Is Tamlin here? Tamlin,
Yes.
I'm going to make you warm up with me.
Yes. You're gonna make me. I'm sitting in my cozy sweater with my fire going, and you want me to?
You're gonna make me fall asleep. The reason why you're popping in here is to help me stay awake, Tamlin.
Okay. What do you want me to do? Okay, and actually, let me take off the microphone, the earplug, so I can hear you.
Oh yes.
All right. You want me to seriously warm up with you? Okay. I haven't done exercise through the whole pandemic. I wanted to be iconoclast.
Is that true? Is that true?
I did not want. Oh my God! Yes, it's like, yeah, we should go walking, honey. We should do exercise. It's like, nah. It's like, it's
You're totally mad. You totally mad, Daniel. You totally mad at him the whole time. Really?
Like, yeah. We'll see how long this pandemic lasts. It's like,
you can't destroy the image.
It's March 2021 now. It's like, we need to get going, man. It's like, oh my God. Okay, let me move the. All right.
Well, part of this is, have you worked with Ron Balicki at all?
I know Ron. Of course, I know Ron.
Right?
Of course.
Yeah. So, what is that?
What
is that like? Is that Apple? Is that Creative Apples? Is that what that was?
You're see, only Asian people know that because we buy produce in bulk. And so last year, when the Matsumoto farms peaches came into season, Daniel and I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crates for us. We bought probably 10 other crates and we delivered them to friends and relatives because Matsumoto farms peaches are the bomb. Oh my God. It's Epitaph. The book is called Epitaph for a Peach, and it's organic Japanese American, 4th generation farmers in the Central Valley of California. And it's like that started or was a real testament to organic farming. So yeah, if anybody wants, you can see.
Get those peaches, because I've had them and they're really, really good. Super, super juicy. So look, I know this is so funny that you're destroying my image of you, because like I literally have all these photos. We actually didn't get a chance to show them. We had images of you like holding the sword for, I forgot what show you were doing.
Teen Wolf.
Yes.
Where my girl Arden Cho taught me, she's the real deal. She's the real deal. So
I got you with Arden. All right.
So I put my socks off so I'm not barefooted, so I'm gonna go boom, right?
No, but so what I was telling the audience but you don't go straight forward. It's actually as if you're taking your knee.
Yes.
You're hitting like that, right? Yeah, so you're hitting there. And then you switch. So you go right foot back.
Okay.
And then go forward, then right, left, right. So you can come up with your left foot, boom, then left, right, left, and then up with the other foot, boom.
Okay.
Keep switching, right? So that's that's a great way to kind of physically warm up. It actually moves up your whole body. People don't know that this moving your hip, because it's also where your chi is, right?
Yes.
The center of your chi is where it all comes up. I can't believe I'm the one that actually got you.
You're forcing the blood to go up into your heart, into your brain. So
yes, that's exactly it.
Right.
Yeah, because they wanted me to do these jumping jacks. They're terrible for you. Jumping jacks are actually bad for you.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
Well, it's hard on your body.
Why?
It's not bad for you, but it's hard on your body because this, when you do your split out. So like this move where your legs are out like this, you're putting pressure against your knee at an angle.
Got it. Yes. Understood.
So you do that too hard, and I'm heavy. So if I do that too hard, it's hard on my knees. So if you're gonna do jumping jacks, the best way to do it actually is straight up and down with the arms moving. So it's just this. So it's not a big move.
It's not that big. Yeah.
Right.
Because everybody, I guess, the thinking behind that is lateral strengthening, I guess, but it's like, that's kind of hard on your knees. And jumping rope, that was my thing. Jumping rope, when I used to do boxing and kickboxing, that was the thing that I looked most forward to was jumping rope, because I felt most like Muhammad Ali then.
Isn't that weird? But that's it's amazing how that little movement where you're just up on your ankle is really physical, right?
Yeah, but then you feel good because you don't feel the stress of the impact, and the longer periods of time you go, and then you could play around with your breath intake, or yes, I do, but I guess the reason why I can only speak for myself. The only reason why I haven't done any exercise is because I dread that first week of getting back into it, because I know it's going to be super painful, right? So it's really dread. It's really dread. Daniel and I love working out or going to yoga. That was our thing, and it was like, but it's that first week where we're going to go. Oh,
the first week? You mean the second week? It's actually not as bad. The second week is what hurts the most.
Really?
Because all the acid build up in your muscles it only dissipates when you work out harder. Do you know that?
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, this
is
true.
So,
and the whole idea of exercise, because Daniel, exercising the various parts of your body, legs, pecs, chest, arms, it's like abs, core. It's like whatever. So I'm very impatient about that. It's just like, let's just get out and do stuff. So yeah. So what do you want me to do?
Well, but the funny thing is, like, I've seen you do. I haven't seen you do necessarily kata, an art form, but I have seen you do lots of martial arts in movies.
I guess it's because I was good at athletics. I wasn't afraid, and I have two brothers, and We used to tussle all the time, so that was nothing that I was afraid. I'm not afraid of using my body or deflecting or defending or being hit or being pushed around because I'll just bounce right up. So that's it. So it's like yes, and the Keanu Reeves thing is like, when he does, like, oh yeah, and he does that twist in his body, and he go, oh, that's a Bruce thing. So it's like, he does that and
yes,
that, and I go, oh, that's it. So
so we're not going to do too much. We're not going to do much. I just want us to get our bodies rolling. You can sit back down, Tamlin. I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
I feel bad if you're going to be standing up and I'm sitting.
No, I'm setting up now. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll video of Ron. He does a 3-minute intro that talks about the fight. So this is we're replaying for the LA audience for Ron Balicki. He's going to teach a fight choreo sequence to a bunch of our volunteers who came out and did this thing for him. But we're just gonna have one short segment, which is about 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes, and then after that, the full 30 minutes. Which at that point you can go back, you can go home. but because you don't want to hang out for 30 minutes when there's just videos playing. So
no, I could do that. I know that. What hour is this now?
Yeah. So then okay. So Tamlin, watch the video. Okay. We'll get to 30 minutes, and then we'll come back with we'll try some of the moves. Okay. You can play. You'll decide when we come out whether you're Team Ron or Team Dave, and then I'll learn the choreo. You'll learn the choreo, and we'll see if we can play together and do it on camera.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I'll change you to some gear too.
I love that our entire team is like, I am here for this. Let's do this. They want to see this happen.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, Ron. So let's play Ron's video.
Fighting.
Yeah, fighting. 사랑해요. 태양은 사랑해요. 사랑해. All right, play.
This is David Quigley.
Hi, I'm Regina Aquino. I'm Rihanna Aquino.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Lasada.
Hey, I'm Tony Wood.
Hi, I'm Andrew Kilpa. I'm Jacob Watson.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ron Balicki. So we're going to get into our little fight scene today. For me, a fight is dialogue. Okay. Nothing gets me crazier than turning on an action movie and I'll make up a stupid scene. Guy gets pulled over by a cop. They get into an argument and they both start kung fu fighting. It's, you have to know your character. Not everybody knows how to fight. A lot of times I've got to dumb down my knowledge. I got to make it real sloppy because maybe my character's not supposed to be a good fighter, or maybe I'm supposed to be really crisp, or maybe, like you just got to listen. It's all dialogue. What's the motivation? You guys know this. You're all theater actors. What's my motivation? And it's a big thing. What's your motivation? Is my child here? Am I trying to protect them? Am I mad and I need to get through the door? Do I just want to kill somebody because I'm a deranged killer? You got to know the character inside and out. So for today's character, I'm going to make this out to where they both have skills because you guys need to show your stuff right now. Okay. So if you have skill, don't worry or not. We're going to make you have skill for today. Okay. All right. Number one thing. All right. This is the number one thing I'm going to say. If you're unsure, if your person, your partner doesn't have his eyes quite on you or his attention on you, maybe he took a reaction, you wait until there's that eye line together to throw your next blow. Because there's a lot of times people will go, whoa, whoa, and that other person wasn't ready for the second and they get clipped. Nobody gets hit today, nobody gets hurt, okay? Second thing, we have a 6-inch rule. And the 6-inch rule means you stay 6 inches away. And I'm going to tell you, when it gets faster, 6 inches become 3 inches real quick. 3 inches becomes contact. So no contact, all right? And if sometimes what I see in fights, too fast. Everybody's wailing, and the audience misses it. They don't catch it because it's just a blur, okay? So I want sometimes things slow to it. It's still going to come out fast, and if it isn't fast, the director will say, all right, give me one just a beat faster, okay? And I might say that to you, okay? On throws, nobody needs to get dumped hard. Usually when I throw people, it's on their own power. If David, let me have this. Just go to the ground. or can I jump back a little? Say I'm an abusive man, because we did do this. He grabs his wife, and he's gonna just pull her up to manhandle her. And she weighs 100 pounds. You can see David weighs 100 pounds. All right, I'm gonna go here. What David would do is he would grip onto my wrist with both hands, and he would lock. Now, when I go to lift, he's using me and he's look around where I lift. It isn't gonna be me actually gripping somebody up. He picked himself up, and there was no hurting of him. He, what it is if I don't hold his face, what he's doing is he's just bringing himself. It requires me act, okay? So he's not actually getting manhandled, he's handling himself. Same thing with hair pulls. He would double grab my hand. You can see how I hair. He's done this a lot, I've ripped a lot of it. But as I go, he's doing it. I'm not doing it. Okay, that's cool. I never thought I'd shown it to a person who didn't have hair. So you get the idea. Everything is under the power of the person that it's being put on.
Please. Hello.
Hello, that's right. That's right. It's all in the. If you're the victim in this altercation, it's up to the victim to say if she, because it's usually a she. Usually a she. But then usually the perpetrator doesn't listen. After rehearsal, it's like, yeah, I'm good. And then something clicks on or something clicks off, actually, because we've been paying attention. And then I've gotten hurt so many times and I've just stopped.
See, that's the thing. You've seen it in the guy's eyes, right? Because you see them turn something, a switch in them.
Yeah.
I've seen that too.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm also guilty of that as well, because there was a scene where I was supposed to be the dominatrix and I was whipping somebody with a feather, like a long feather.
Oh, yeah. And those things hurt if you snap it hard.
Yeah, if you snap it, because you're trying to do it as an effect, because you could see it, you know, you could see it on playback.
Not that I would know.
And then just trying to get into character, but you always have to put the safety of your actor who's playing the victim in that, you know, altercation scene. And I've been guilty of that as well. But again, you know, the physical stuff, it's super fun when you get it. Oh my! But then, as our mutual friends have said, you have to be careful of your whips because you could wreck your own neck.
Yeah, the funny thing is that it is the recoil that is harder than people realize.
Correct.
The recoil, even though you're controlling it, if you're overacting it and you have to do it 7 or more times, it will hurt.
It will hurt. It will hurt. It will hurt.
And the other part is actually people think it's the falling that hurts. It's not. It's the getting up that hurts.
It's the getting up.
You don't think about it and you push up every time.
Yeah.
I had to do this stunt for a commercial where I turn the corner and basically slide and then push up and then go up to get something. So I I bolt and jet the corner and then slide and then push up and then go up. But they wanted an angle so they could see me, because if I pushed up flat, they couldn't see my face. So I had to push up with one arm.
So they could, yeah.
Yeah. So this right here hurt so bad.
Yeah.
Because I kept pushing straight up on here, and all these muscles were just killing me the next day. Because it was we had to do that 30 times.
Sure.
Anyway, so we're gonna put the video up, and so you and I are gonna stay on, and so we can actually discuss. So just throw out to me which role you want to play, because I realize that he doesn't actually specify the different roles, Team Rob or Team David.
Okay.
So just call out which team you're going to be, and then I'll just adjust to what you want to do.
Okay, I'll be David.
Okay, well that's great, because David, it looks like David.
That's the bald guy.
Yeah, the bald guy.
Yeah.
So originally, in the beginning, it looks like David is getting his kind of his behind handed to him, but then you realize at the end that actually David is a much better fighter. So it's a cool turn. It's a great turn. Ron did this really great choreo that he designed for this. All right, let's play the video and you'll see us on the side. And so Regina, by the way, Regina is an amazing actress within the DMV area and considers you her goddess. And so I just want you to know, she literally was like, goddess, oh my God, I'm living this.
Oh my God, that's so sweet, Regina. That's so sweet. Thank you. I'm so super dorky, and you're going to see it live and in action. So it's
Yeah.
like,
All right. Let's do the video. Bring it up. Bring it up.
Who's number one? Who's number two in each group? Number one. Raise your hand.
So I'm number one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're Team Ron. Everybody else, Team David. Ha ha. All right. So now, Team one, come up. Team two, take a break. Take a step back. Team one, get up. I just want to see basic hands. So I'm going to stand up with you. Let me back up a bit. Okay. Hands up. Today you're going to be a pro fighter. All right. Hands up, elbows in. I just want you to start to just throw a jab and a cross. So throw a jab, throw a cross. Here, throw a jab, throw a cross. Hands up. Bum, 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 bum. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah. Come on.
Awesome. Okay. It's okay. All right, Team David, come up. Just a minute of it. Go. Just follow David. Jab, cross, hook. Jab, cross. A little more. Come on. Pick it up. Pick up the pace. You're in a fight now. Okay, good. All right, so now we're going to start to work reaction. I'm going to talk about angles. Okay, so if you look at this, if I were doing a movie and if I wanted to slap David, I would go here, right? I usually slap my hand off one hand. And a lot of times I'll cover it from the audience. So if I'm doing it this way, I go bang, and you just take reaction, okay? For film, if I go like this, it's going to be a clear miss. If I was stuck with the camera living there, I would wipe and almost hit my chop. And then he would take a snap, the head snap. I gotta take this off. It's gotta have on. Okay, so I would go like that. If I could cross camera, I'm going here. Now, a lot of times when we film, we're gonna do a master. So that means we'll run the whole fight scene. Then I would normally run back and look and see, or either I'd be on monitor or the fight coordinator, stunt coordinator would be on monitor watching, saying, that one was a miss. So we know we'd have to go back and get that. So we would do another angle. And there are times if you know, I don't know if you guys know what breaking the line is. Do you guys know what that is? Okay,
What's going on?
We're having a conversation with David.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to flash the camera to David and it's over my right shoulder. Okay, and we're talking. And then it goes to David and maybe they're over my right shoulder, but they got me with my eye line the opposite way or the wrong way. So it looks like we're talking to different people. It's going to be unsettling. We try not to break the line, but in fights, we break the line all the time, quite honestly. You could watch fights and there is no written rule, but if you could figure out the reason why and you justify it, you do it. And when you're doing a crazy fight scene where people are spinning, the whole world is topsy-turvy anyway. It doesn't matter a lot. There's going to be general rules you want to go to, but I'm not going to worry about breaking the line for today. All right. So with that said, this is what I want to do, because we're going to start this whole fight that I've come up with today with a slap. So I want you, so David's side is going to have their back to the screen. He's not going to be covered.
Yeah,
He's gonna be
Tamlin,
about
take
that
that.
45 to the screen. And we get there and have you put your back. Okay. Okay. My side
I hear
is gonna
you.
be more in front. I want everyone to take their hand and put it out. I'm at about David's ear. Okay. I started his ear. I'm gonna pull back and slap my shoulder. Okay. Now, David's side, I want you to give not a big head snap. We're not warmed up. Don't my neck. Just move with it.
Yeah.
And don't go
But
full
you
blast.
gotta
Just whip
go.
here.
Okay.
So it's gonna start off.
You got to
right here.
go
We're in each other's
left
face,
to right.
and
Yep.
I slap.
Left to right. Okay.
No surprises.
So-
he sees me. He'll see my chest.
So,
I give a lot
yeah.
of signs.
So ready?
Also,
I'll go
another
here.
cue.
Boom.
David
Yeah.
has his back to me. I do audible cues. The editor could knock my voice out. I'll go, "Rrr," you know. "Rrr." So if he takes the sound out, you don't see anything. It's, "Rrr," you know, "Rrr," you know, it sounds like a bad samurai film, but I'll do it. And later they'll say, well, we don't want it. Sometimes they like it and they'll leave it in. But it's an audible, because if David's eyes aren't on me, I'll go, "Ah!" He'll go, oh God, what's coming? And he's going to zoom back to me. Okay.
You see the sound
we're gonna
cues?
Put our hand
Yeah.
up, pull it and touch the shoulder.
Okay.
All right. So it's going to go like that. Okay, so I'm going to ask one at a time to do it. So I am half blind. Okay. So Andrew, Jacob. So Jacob, you're going to do the head snap, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Andrew, hand up. And on your action, you go. Do it again.
Perfect.
All right. Now, Jacob, after you do the head snap, what you're doing on time, don't stay there. You're fighting this guy, or you're stunned. He just hit you. Okay. Don't lean in, Andrew. Jacob. I know he's shorter, but he'll reach you. Good.
Yeah, that was good.
Perfect. That sells to me.
That was good,
okay,
Tablet.
So it's Vanessa. Okay, Tony, give it to me. Let's see.
Whoa!
Love it. One more time.
Vanessa.
Nice.
Whoa!
All right, so now, Vanessa, that one was good, but it looked like it went here. Reach in and come. It's got to cross camera for me, or either that or Tony. Cheat a little right step, just a little bit right step there. Now play it again.
Okay.
Perfect. That was good, right? That was
Nice catches,
all right,
Talbot.
so
Great.
now Regina, and what's your name? Brianna. Okay, so you ready? You want to see what bad parenting looks like? Here it comes.
So this is Regina,
Perfect. Good job. Let me see it again.
who's so excited that you're watching them fight.
Oh my
Good.
God.
This is
Regina,
Regina.
who's doing the hitting? Who's number one?
One more.
Yes,
One more.
the mom. And that's her daughter.
Good. Okay, time. Same thing rings true now about.
Woo-hoo.
So I'm going to put David here now. David's here. If I go like that, this is, I can't even see it, but that's clear.
Oh,
right?
of course, now Regina's giving
All
me
right,
notes.
So
Thanks, Regina.
David's here.
Really?
I let the camera get a peek of David.
Yeah.
I'll
So it's,
Makes sense?
yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
will literally say, I know that's a miss because the
So
camera's right there.
So the idea is
So
one,
this step,
2,
I'll
right?
get
So
away with that,
one,
that violating
2.
his,
So, so just
giving
watch for
his
me.
light. Just to let the arm
Yeah.
go.
So when you hit the 1, you should go. You start going
I'm this
already.
far away.
So 1,
So when I
Okay.
go, it doesn't read depth. I know
Right.
we're in HD,
So,
but it's still really,
so,
you'll get away with it. Is it over here?
Right,
Let's go.
right. It's closer.
Okay.
So,
So
1,
in your
2,
left lead,
right?
David's
Yep.
gonna allow me to
So
not
and,
move.
and
Stay
1,
with him and we'll do
2.
it. Now
Yeah,
if
there
he
you go.
goes,
Oh, I'm hitting my chest now. Not
So when I
hurt.
go here, I go.
Dude, be careful of your
When he
back.
goes through,
I
Be careful of your back.
he's gonna go.
Well,
So I want him to.
I know,
Sorry,
I know.
Sean again.
I know everyone's like safety
I
first.
want
Yeah.
him to
Safety
come on,
first.
take a shot.
This
Remember
is
your
coming from the
back.
guy who's doing
Don't
30
just go.
hours.
Yeah.
You're not Arnold Schwarzenegger from T2. You're not going to go, okay? We're going to get to that point in this fight too, though. But what I want is, boom. If anything,
Oh, that. Do you see that
you
reaction?
gotta think
Cameron?
about the character.
Yeah.
So
He goes and he does that head snap. Do your head snap. So he could do a little stumble, or
Yeah.
boom. If you don't feel it, maybe it could be a boom back, or
Uh-huh.
it could be a boom.
Yeah, so the reaction, once-
and you're gonna come, you're gonna go for more.
Okay.
Here, do it again.
that like one little step
There,
gives it
or
that
just
touch
boom.
of right.
Yeah. The stumbling. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this, I'm
Yeah,
leaving
that's
up to
it.
you as
That looks
actors.
so good. Yeah.
If we had Tupac, Elvis Presley, and Madonna all singing the same song, it'll have the same words, but it's probably going to sound very different between them. Your actors, I want to see you act in it. You develop the character. You have to justify why you're doing it. Make this one your own. Sing it your way. It's your song. Okay? All right. So we have that. So now I'm going to have you come up.
By the way, Philip Chung is telling you to kick my butt.
And make it big. I don't want to be a great
Shows you
boxer.
where his loyalty lies,
Just a little
Talent.
bit, 'cause I don't want to hit him.
It's always to you.
It's like, oh my God, okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
But what I'm doing is I'm crossing camera. There's
Okay.
still-
But you see, it's funny watching you, Talent, because
I am
like
not going-
you're messy, but then you sit.
Let's
Once you sink
do
in,
this
like,
again.
Yeah.
totally
I
like
will
you
go in the same order.
Yeah.
I'll put
It's
my
that
glass on. All
mountain
right.
pose.
Andrew,
you
you're
know, to
up.
know that your
Go
your
for it.
knees are loosey goosey. Yeah, but you're on your feet. Yeah.
yeah, because it's like
I love that.
like
That's
there.
awesome.
Do you see
Do it again.
how messy Andrew is?
Yeah.
Because it feels cumbersome,
Good.
and that's the
Okay.
difference between going
Next up,
ugh
Vanessa,
and
Tony.
right?
Yeah.
Swap sides.
Let's see, Vanessa, right? This
Okay,
is Vanessa.
there you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
Vanessa does this really great
All right.
move here.
So yes, you're gonna go with the right. So need you to drop to your right, swing with the right.
Yeah, and
Okay,
see
or go
what she
fast.
does, what she
Go
does really
slow.
well is that
Let me
she
see
makes you so that you see it coming. She
Yeah.
steps back. This
Yeah.
prep,
So now,
She set it
pretty
up.
good.
right? Because it
fix
looks
one thing
good,
here.
but also gives
Drop in
the
perfect.
other person the prep. So you go,
Mhm.
boom.
It's like you're actually breathing together because you know this dance kind of thing
It's
is
a
like
dance. That's right. It is an actual
Now your
choreographed
head
couple.
comes over and the arm goes, yes.
Yeah.
That will show, because otherwise all I have is the back of your head, and I know your arm moves.
very
And
few
the whole
people
head.
know that
again
Bruce
for me.
was a cha-cha champion and dancing and martial arts go right together.
Good, much better.
Yeah.
Do that
It's
again.
like-
Squirt,
And
Tony.
Tai Ma, another actor, martial arts,
Shift
practitioner.
the other way.
Who
Yes.
else do I know? Jeff Imada, the Bali Sound
Good.
expert.
Good.
Mhm.
Okay.
They're dance
Gina,
king and
Diana.
martial arts
Yeah.
king, and I'm pretty
So
pretty
swap
sure
sides.
that I
Everybody
can
likes
assume that
say.
Chill,
Swap
you're
sides.
a
There
pretty
you go.
good dancer on
All
the
right,
floor.
a little.
I went to the
square up a little more
conservatory,
to
so
camera.
yes,
Yeah.
they talk
There
there.
it is.
Hold
There
on.
it
This
is.
is Regina, and yes, Regina, you
Right,
are
you're gonna drop to
sharing
your
the
right.
screen with Talented Mita,
Exactly.
the great Talented
Yeah.
Mita. So
Good. One more time. Okay.
Loosey goosey hands. Boom.
Good. Not bad.
Ryan
Do one
Pendleton,
more time
how are
for
you,
me.
dude?
Boom.
Okay.
Yeah,
now I'm
from
gonna ask
Bowie
you one thing.
State.
When your
Thank you for
fist
joining us from
crosses,
Bowie State Theater
what are you
Department.
seeing? What part of her are you aiming at?
I should be aiming at her shoulder, but I think
Yeah,
I was
the only
aiming at her
thing
chin.
right here is if you
Well,
watch
the reason
Regina,
I'm saying
is that
because I think
she
there's a height
does a
disparity.
double
Look at
move,
the camera's
right?
picking it up.
She does this, and then she cocks her arms and swings.
Ah, I didn't
And-
notice that.
Yeah, and so you should only give
I'm
one
reading it as you're hitting her with
notice.
the tempo.
So
there it is.
basically,
That's the angle. That's the angle. That's the chin
this
shot.
should be the one move. What's happening is she does this and then this, and it can be
Perfect.
confusing.
That carried.
So
Do
for
one more
me,
time.
you and I, Tamlin, what you're looking for is me to go boom. Then you know I'm coming.
Right.
So it's like
Perfect.
1,
Perfect.
2.
Okay. Believe
right?
it or not, it looks like you're hooking,
As
but
opposed
that's
to
a cross.
1, 2,
Now,
3.
The other thing that I
That's
have to
tough
teach you is if the camera
It's
had
better
to
to
run
go
to another angle,
1. So it's
I will
1, 2.
I'm gonna do this out of frame.
Yeah.
It looks like
Yeah.
hooked.
Yeah.
But if we were here, if I did that, it would look horrible. So now I would straighten it. Does that make sense? So my hooks, what looks like a
Oh,
hook
so the
comes
video's
over
going
across
wonky
like
again. There you
I
go.
know. It's
That's
okay.
if we have a camera turn. But we're gonna try to do as much as we can
So-
without having to do
That's
a
the
whole bunch of big edits.
I'm working out, man.
All
You
right,
asked
so
me
What's funny,
to
Tamlin, is that you do
I'm
this.
almost there till fight
You do
time,
this, which is
okay?
not necessarily
Next
technically
thing
sound,
is
and then once you
the hook.
swing,
So
because
if
when we do the
here,
playback of this video
go
later,
here, it
and you
won't
look at it
show.
again, you're messing around like this.
After I
But
do
once you
that
get rid of the
cross
swing,
David,
you actually go into an actual fighter
eye
position. You actually go to
contact, now I go bang.
this.
I hook across.
I know.
Again, it's like a rocky move. I'm going all the way from west coast
That's
to east
why,
coast
it's like-
with this
Yeah,
punch.
it's like
Okay, in a real fight, it would
if I had kicking room, yeah,
but
I'd be
we're not
going
real
like,
fighting today.
But I think part of it is
I'm slapping my own chest. That would be theater.
but I'm going over my chair here, so it's like,
Bang. That's it. So if you look, I'm gonna face. Let's turn here. If you look at how far away I am.
ooh,
I'm far away. I'm not going close.
correct.
I'm going, bam.
Watching Ron, yeah,
I'll find the right angle. Bam.
bam,
see that.
That's gonna look like I got hands on him.
bam,
Okay.
yeah.
So you had that cross.
It's so funny to watch because
have that
even
hook.
it
Okay?
looks so
Can you give me
powerful.
that? I want to do
Yeah.
two
But
punches.
when Ron and I,
Back to
when
our
we coach
spot.
me every once in a
We're gonna
while,
go cross.
he'll
and we're gonna
I'll
go
do a wrong step and get
Okay.
into his
So I
punch
want it
on
slow.
accident, and it's my fault, not
Hands
his, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he's punching, and instead of me stepping back, I'll step into it. And so there's a couple times
So
where he
first
clocked
punch, go
me,
slow.
but
Step
he's
in.
so good that
Yeah.
he
Whoop.
pulls it. And so it just
Bang,
feels like,
he
like
reacts.
that, and I just
He
go,
comes
oh, and
back.
he goes,
Yeah.
oh,
me
and then
see
I
it.
look at myself and go, wow, that's how good he is.
Yeah, that's the amount of self control he has. Yeah, that's
Okay, do it again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I can see that.
Pretty good.
Ooh,
Your cells
Yeah,
are really
it's
good.
one move. It's hut, boom. You know it's coming. Yeah. So give me one. Give me one. Give me
okay.
a, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Do it again for me.
Go ahead.
Me? Oh, okay.
Give me a hit.
Good.
Oh, me hit you. Sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
ready?
All right. So, Tony, Vanessa, let me see it. There you go.
I think I even made the count.
Step off to the right.
Oh, do it again. Sorry.
Ready?
Yeah.
There. Okay, that's your 2. Good.
So for the second punch, it's
Yes.
I can't do too many of
that's
those.
nice.
My old-
Didn't that look good?
I think I saw some fight sequence where somebody gave an uppercut and you have to go, oh. You have to go, oh.
Well,
Good.
those are hard
One more
because if
time
you
like
get
that.
uppercuts, you
Right
actually
on.
have to go like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to go.
Yeah.
That's true. Good. You know what another thing is that
Awesome. All right, Regina.
fight sequences,
That was
I
awesome,
cannot
Vanessa.
stop
Good job.
making
Tony.
noises. I always have to go, ha, ha.
That comes from your
Again, that's pretty good. Again.
Yeah, it's
from your katas, from your karate.
yeah, it's yeah.
Good. One last time, just for fun.
Oh, here we go. Regina. Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so now.
And again,
watch
it's
what we have
about
so far. It starts
what they said. Okay,
I'm gonna
punch
grab-
through,
Yes.
no, punch through to make sure the act continues. And then in real training, they say, as important as throwing a punch is pulling back. And I go,
get hold of
what?
it, I swing
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
So he
especially
doesn't-
if
if he
it's
sees I'm lining up,
exercise.
You just go,
he has responsibility.
Yeah.
right? Or,
I'm lining up too straight.
right?
David
Yeah.
moves himself back.
It's like, oh my
I come
God.
here,
So it's double exercise for that
I
one
go
move.
like that. You go push back.
I actually have enjoyed this because
And
for
there you go.
me,
Does that
you
make
and I
sense?
haven't had a chance to do any of this stuff because
Yep,
most
Jacob,
of the time
Andrew.
when you and I have worked together,
Yeah.
like
Just
like we did the Mikado project.
Yeah.
It's that we didn't have
Yeah,
you as
walk it through slow. Walk the first one
I
slow.
really
Yeah,
wanted to.
I was the actress. Yeah, I wasn't the singer like Ray, and I wasn't the dancer like Yuri. All those
Best
cool
take.
cats.
Yeah, that was really good.
I
Awesome.
love that. I loved you when you came
Vanessa.
out because you were so giving at that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that was like my first like real feature.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
were so
you're
giving.
hands on, getting your hands on, doing it and stuff. So yeah, that was fun. Ooh,
You see that? That was
Good.
great,
Did you
right?
notice?
Those are
She
nice
went on
cuts,
different lines,
Vanessa.
but she made it her own and she sold everything.
Nice, Vanessa.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
it. Do
very,
one last
very
time
nice,
just for fun.
Vanessa.
I want to watch this.
very, very nice.
Regina, did you fall asleep? Where are you, Regina? I haven't seen you put up a post. Did you fall asleep?
Oh wow! Oh
my
wow!
God, right? Yeah,
One
nice
note
work,
I'll give you.
Vanessa.
Wow!
You're getting high praise.
She got a
Tony, if you don't want your
collar
shirt
pull.
shredded, grab onto her hand. You know,
collar
grab her hands
pull
anyway. No, but
too.
grab her hands
Oh
anyway.
my God! Okay, she
Because
put in
you
a
can
slap,
help her
collar
and let her see where she
a
can go with
left
this.
cross, and then I think a right jab or something like that too. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, see that?
right. And then we got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Works.
Flap,
It's a good call.
pull,
Let's keep going.
right, cross.
Okay, Gina.
Wow.
That's right.
The dogs, I love
Here
it.
we go. Get the dogs out of here.
I love that this is your daughter.
Not bad. Again, on that first punch, try to move her over. Do that again for me. It was pretty good though, guys. Everybody's doing awesome.
Yeah, because it's all
better.
about all about figuring out the angles, and this is where all our geometry from school, comes into play. It's like you have to be mindful of the camera angle.
Are you talking about math now?
Yeah, it's like angles. It's like crossing the line, and I go, oh my God.
Good. I love it. Good.
I'm
Going
not trained
further.
to do this. People like Ron are. It's like, well,
Yeah, because Ron and I were talking about filming fights.
yeah.
And it's interesting. What I love when he and I are talking about this is that it's like you don't have to do the same breaking the line like that. That's no longer a golden rule.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's mostly about you just need to make sure that the movements follow the same line, but you can go around and cross line all the time as long as the movement follows the same line.
Right.
So if it starts here, it goes down this way, then this move needs to follow that way. So once I hit this, it needs to follow that way. That's all.
Yeah.
Right.
It can't go off. It can't go this way.
Right. It can't look like it went in reverse.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I love you, Tamlin. You're so game even to do this. I love you.
Okay.
I want to.
Sure where we're at.
I want to see what Team Dave is going to do. Yeah. See,
So
this is,
So it's a lot of you take hits, right? Boom.
Yeah.
So it's low, high, and then high again. So then
Okay.
Okay,
All
like
right.
we were
So
talking
real slow.
before.
Jacob, Andrew, go for it.
Okay.
So it's turn,
Turn.
right, left, low, high,
Oh, high.
punch, high again.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
it. That's it.
So this is fine, but pull it back.
Okay.
Okay.
Pull it back,
Otherwise,
yeah, pull it back.
it was spot
So
on,
it's
and I loved it.
low,
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
do it
high.
one more time.
Yeah.
Andrew.
Unless you do the Bruce thing and you go, right? That works. Yeah.
Good. Awesome. You took every note. You moved on it. All right, Vanessa. Whoop his
Uh-oh.
butt.
Here we go, Vanessa.
Okay, Vanessa.
Let's watch Vanessa. Okay.
Go, girl. Jump up and then
Good. You leaned right back
So it's-
in where you needed to be to cross camera.
so for you,
Good, yeah.
it's right to
All right.
left.
Regina.
It is right to left. I was
Yeah.
unsure. Okay.
Your first hit is right to left,
Okay.
and then left to right, boom.
Got
Then
it.
right to left, boom, boom. Then low, boom. High, boom, and then high again. Ugh.
High again. Okay. Right to left, left to right to left. Low, high again, higher again. Okay.
Yes.
Pretty good. All right. The only correction I'll give you, it's what we call egg on our face. Like if you're standing there kind of, oh, what's next? If you're unsure what to do, just act. Figure out your moments. Try to
I
get.
love that. I love his note. When you're not sure, just act.
Just act.
Crazy. Like, I totally knew where I blanked. That's out. Go get in the bed.
Oh, I thought you were talking to a girl. Her daughter.
Ready?
Okay.
Nice, Regina. Oh. And then,
Good. Pretty good. Okay. We're going further. Okay.
So this is when
slapped, we grab.
we have one more big move where it looks like I'm beating you up.
Okay.
And then after this big move is when
Dave comes on.
All right, that's enough.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So you're gonna swing with your right,
With my right.
left. But I'm
Okay.
gonna block you. I'm gonna block
Okay.
He gets
And I'm
in
gonna
here, I
punch
just
you.
slapped him and spun him.
right to left.
Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah. Right to left. Right to left.
Bang.
Okay.
Right.
I do the first hook. Bang.
So I blocked your right, and then I
Okay.
go from right to left to punch you. So it's just a block and punch.
David is now on this side. So his neck kind of left his right side. He goes there, but he comes into me. Here. I scoop. I hook.
So I just block.
Yeah.
Andrew,
Circle block, and pow. So there's that. Swing around. Then it's, there you go. Left to right, right to left, low, high,
Hello.
and then high again. And then you swing, then right to left.
Boom.
Yeah. So
And then-
now I know you guys are in a confined area. Jacob, if you can.
And then what's going to happen is I'm going to swing at
sail
you,
towards the door.
and
Mm-hmm.
you're going to stand there going, oh.
Okay.
So you're going to take the punch.
Okay.
But basically
On the
go,
very last hook.
"Lee,
On that
is
very
that
last
all
hook.
you got?"
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's when the thing changes.
Okay.
So and then swing around. Then it's left to right,
Yep.
right to left,
Yeah.
boom, and then low, high, and then
Good.
high again.
Awesome. Next.
Then you swing
Vanessa,
right
you're
to
up. Guys,
left,
Good job, guys. Really good job.
block, swing, hit. There you go. Nice, Tamlin. Oh, good.
Try. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I think what happens is once we're at the end of the stream, it starts getting too hot for the computer.
Ah.
Processing. There's a lot of processing.
You're learning. You're learning.
All right,
You're
so run
learning.
that one more time.
Yeah.
How many computers do you got going running? 4?
Here we have 2,
Okay.
but online, just people who are backing this up,
Yeah.
it's 4 computers. We have 2 remote stage managers, 1 remote here, and then 1 computer. So
Yeah.
there's 4 here. And then your computer, everybody else's computer, but there's 4 technically.
So you've given me an excuse because I'm doing my workout
Let's do a
at
special on that on the
10:30.
last punch.
At 10:30.
Throw the last punch straight at her.
I'm gonna
Do
get
a
up tomorrow
scoop and then
morning
hook.
and get it.
You're gonna be so sore tomorrow morning.
Yes. Do it again. Do it again.
I'm gonna get a
Perfect.
text from you while I'm still in my Stream-a-thon tomorrow. You'd be like, Chil, I hate you.
Like, no. I had to do this. And this is fun. It's not drudgery. It's like, oh God, I'm gonna do 3 sets with 5 reps or whatever, it's like.
Yeah, that is true. But you also like the box.
I do. Actually, we were thinking about getting a little small bag
Good.
because I had the 80.
Okay, Regina.
Bouncing bag?
You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But having an 80-pound bag, where are we going to put it? Oh, here it is. Right to left.
And then block, swing. Yep.
Awesome. Good job. From the top.
Yeah. So that last hit, the block and the swing, you hit back. The idea is you step back and then that's when you go, okay, enough.
Got it.
And then you step forward for me to do the punch, and then you just take it. Like,
Okay.
really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's the turn. That's okay. That's the turn.
Right at
That's the
camera,
turn.
straight punch, and he'll do a
Yeah,
little,
see that?
just a little
So this is a
half.
John Wayne punch.
And
And
now
you know
you
what?
just turn it Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, John Wayne.
Yeah. So I'll just go. So I'll go 1, 2, and then you go boom. But that's it.
Okay.
The idea is that you get it.
Throw
and
again. They call this a John Wayne block.
Bruce Lee, like,
Every Western, he goes,
come on, kid.
that arm in. That 6-inch rule is now the 8-inch rule. Stay further away. He'll snap an elbow, and I'm just going to go back.
Oh.
Make sure you're not here because he'll see that I'm so far away.
So this is a really good move. Yeah, to see the elbow.
Yeah.
That's as far as we're going to go. So after I did
So once I do this,
punch,
Okay.
excuse me.
so you see that, I'm going to come forward with my right arm.
Dialogue.
Punch. Boom.
Oh my God, it didn't have the same effect. So now, desperation.
And I'm going to swing again. You block.
He elbows me.
And then you give me the elbow with your
Okay, I'm
right
gonna go for
elbow.
elbow. We're gonna
With my
stop.
right arm. Okay.
You're going to block
so,
me
Now watch this.
with your left.
Shadow of the elbow.
Uh-huh.
real slow. Hand
Yeah.
lock.
So with your left. And then,
Then
yes.
Again, almost like the groin and the
That's
back
it.
fist.
So do it again.
The
I'm
cell
going to
is on the elbow
swing.
coming back.
So block.
When he goes here, see, he pulls back like
And
this.
then give me your elbow.
You see that? All right, so now, Andrew,
Yes.
back to the camera. We're gonna just do the elbow.
Oh, from there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you do this whole move where you
Good.
flip it over and then
Do it again.
hitting on the
for me.
chest.
I missed the elbow.
off
I know it
ground,
was in there. I
do
just
a
missed
knee
it.
drop. It's awesome. There's a knee drop. It's a total Bruce Lee knee
Oh
drop.
yeah. That,
Okay.
that really worked.
That's it.
That's
That's it. Nice
Tony.
move, Tamlin.
Let's do it.
Oh, I love using my elbow. I
Yeah.
love using my
Yeah.
elbow.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
If there is one
for it.
thing I'd like to tell young people if they need to defend themselves, because there's not girls anymore. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what happened? This is why Wing
All
Chun.
right, start over real
became-
quick. Start over.
Wing Chun is actually made so that you're in close contact.
Yeah.
To allow you to go pop, pop,
Yeah.
right? And do boom, boom, pop, pop, like really short because these attackers come to you like this.
Right.
Right. So
Right.
Wing Chun originally was built towards for women so that they allowed more close quartered contact, and it was like
Good.
pop,
Okay.
pop,
All right, can we
like,
go on?
do,
We got to
do,
get to the end of this.
elbow, right?
Yeah. It's that philosophy that you shouldn't be afraid of close contact and that you do have power. Yeah, it's just the knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah, because people, this move from here to here is like 10 inches maybe.
Yeah.
Right? But if
Yeah.
you put your whole body into it and you use your hip,
Yeah.
that 10 inches can really hurt someone.
Yeah.
And that's the thing people don't understand is that, and the thing is, people think it's your elbow. You're not hitting them with your elbow. You're hitting the meat of your leg.
Yeah.
Everyone get the position. You're hitting them. So the idea is like if my hand somebody's face, it's actually here. This is the part I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, oh.
Yeah, it's not. The point is not getting the elbow. The actual like this whole massive oncoming force.
Tony,
Yeah.
your left arm should be below Vanessa's shoulder.
Yes. And then your right hand at the elbow, just extend
So
it.
you
both
block,
arms-
and then you
yes.
put your arm below my
Yeah,
arm.
that's it.
So,
Oh,
Now, here's the dilemma.
yeah, so you
Or
block,
I gotta
boom,
flip the camera to
and then you put it
here,
underneath while I.
or he's gonna move me.
okay.
See? So it should be one move though. You block,
Right.
and then
So when
swing
you say
underneath as you punch.
bang, like that.
Okay.
Now,
That way you're gonna
So
go to
push
the
my
next.
head down, lift
It helps
my
you get to the
arm
next
up.
move.
and then
Okay,
it's
yes,
gonna
yes.
make me turn. Let's go
David.
to that point.
Sorry, Naveed. Hey, Naveed. Thanks for joining. Yeah, fighters. I know.
Clock.
Angie's pretty good, right?
So watch.
That's fighting.
Watch.
It's dancing. It's dancing.
Right arm underneath, left arm on my neck.
Yeah.
Like,
Left arm underneath, right arm on the neck.
I'm sorry, left arm, sorry.
Oh, that's better.
All right,
Yeah, that's
my
much
left arm's
better.
going to go to 12. My right arm's going to go to 6.
But he doesn't take
So
me to the
does-
ground. He's gonna
Yeah.
let me stand up.
This move, Pamela, makes it look like you.
Confusing, right?
What's happening is I can tell if you're
Good
good.
job,
You're actually good
Jacob.
martial arts or not.
Yes, Jacob.
With hits,
Perfect.
if
That
your
was
hits
very
are
good.
just arms.
yeah.
Some people when they punch, they just punch with arms.
One time each of you.
The ones that
and
have
then we're filming
technique
this.
actually punch with their whole body.
Ready?
You see how my whole thing's flipped?
You have to.
All right, Andrew.
That's when I know you actually have good technique. Right? So you're not just like doing this. See that? That's just my arm. As opposed to, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Boom. and it is true. The slower you do a martial arts move for film, the better. It's like, but it feels as dynamic. But the camera can catch it. It's like,
That's also why the really good martial artists who are good actors know
Right,
that you
so
can't do
now, Jacob,
you can't do
when you
that.
lifted him, it was
Right? That's a
great.
real punch.
But
You can't
stopped
go.
your punch.
"Wah!"
I want you
Correct.
to swing past his face.
You can't see it. So what you
Lay
want to do?
down.
All
Right.
right?
Jacob, lift
Or
him
you
up.
give what I call pose. So you
Good.
give 2
Much better.
points
Do it again.
between 2 lines.
uh-huh.
So you go from here to go.
That went over his head. That looks like you're like
Right?
brushing his hair back.
So
Go past the chin.
so
Lift
I'm
him.
getting
Go past
2
the chin.
positions at the end.
That dimension.
Better.
Beginning and
Okay,
end.
Good job. All right.
Know where
Tony,
the in between line is. I mean, they know where I start and where I end.
Yeah.
So the camera will at least catch that part.
Yeah, for sure.
And then when they tell me to slow down, then I just go.
Boom. Vanessa,
I
and
know.
her hair flinging us, yeah, all around us. It adds to that dynamism. Oh my good.
It does.
Ooh.
Yeah, that looked good, right? Oh, that move.
Drag her up.
And then fade.
Ooh.
And then
Finish it off.
the knee drop. That's what I told
Good
you,
job.
Tampa.
Awesome.
Oh
All
my
right,
God. Oh my goodness. I think I was yapping. I didn't pay attention to what was going on here. Oh.
So turn. Then left to right, right to left. No. High again. And then take it, and then block. Punch, and then
boom.
Boom.
Ooh.
Boom. Nice.
Good job.
We're at our Stream-a-thon. Thank you all for joining us. Our Sifu Ron has been doing a remarkable job with these students. I can't wait for you to see
played it all the way through.
the
They
end
played
fight,
that was the fight sequence all the
which
way
will
through.
happen. Nice work,
Right
Regina.
about
Nice work, Vanessa.
Very
Nice work,
good.
everybody. Nice work, Andrew.
Holy moly.
Yeah, you can take us back.
Oh my God.
Wasn't that great?
Oh my God. Sorry, we were yapping through that last portion because I did not see the block, the elbow, and then the fancy thing, and then you do this, and then you do this, and then you
fancy
thing. And you drop knee, boom.
Oh.
Whew, that was
Talman, you are fantastic.
No. You guys are fantastic for doing this. It's so fun. Oh my God. It's like, who knew you could have exercise playtime at 11 o'clock at night or 2 o'clock in the morning for you guys, right?
For me. Yeah. So again, please, everybody who is watching now, donate if you can. Text adventure to 56651. That's 56651. Text to adventure, or click onto the site. Go any of the links that's been put up here, and you can donate, and you can watch Tamlin Do her float like a butterfly move.
Ooh.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
I'm too pretty. I'm too pretty. Watch One Night in Miami. Watch Judas and the Black Messiah.
Oh yeah, those are amazing.
The Last Dragon. Oh my God! All these films are coming out. Minari.
Minari.
Oh my
It's a
goodness!
great film.
How American could that film be?
I know. And people, it's so funny they still classify it as a foreign film when it's super, super American. But that is truly an American movie.
Right? It's very bizarre. But again, you know, change is coming. Change is coming, and change is good change. Good change. Yeah.
And honestly, Tamlin, because of stars like you, who give, but also remind people what heroes really, what they should function like and how you should act. I love you for that, because you are like a beacon for us, especially at a time right now when there's so much anti-Asian hate, so during all these weird COVID times. So thank you for being such a guiding light for us.
Oh, thank you. And again, I just admit that thank you very much for that, and I'm receiving it with all its authenticity and the humility. But I give it back to you because you're doing this hard work in not only the Stream-a-thon, but actually doing the work of encouraging not only young kids, but their parents as to the value of storytelling, passing along the important lessons that you didn't know that you were learning along the way, and that we're all learning from each other. That's the circularity, is that kids can learn from their parents, but parents can also learn from their kids, because the kids are the wise ones, right? It's like, yeah. But thank you. Thank you.
Well, it's also like, you know, watching Liam and how you react to Liam and how Liam, he's so like, Auntie Talent said I can say whatever I want.
Auntie Talent said, but yeah, again, it is, you know, and I could always, you know, be smart, a smart mouth about it. But it's true about the value of language, about the appropriateness of language, and that he will probably be way more advanced than other kids. And that's a good thing, but that's also a disadvantageous thing, because he has to wait, you know, he has to wait for others to catch up to that use of that very valuable and useful word that Auntie Tamlin likes to use. But know that that's only appropriate for times. It's a lesson that we're all learning too, because I have to learn too. You know, it's being polite, it's being courteous, it's being, you know, and trying to use it for a funny effect. And I think that Liam has got that in spades, being the progeny of you and Aaron, is that he's got humor in buckets, man. Buckets.
Does and biting humor too, not just like it's a joke. It's a joke with a sting to it, which is, you know, that all totally comes from his mom. So I appreciate that. So we're gonna sign off from this and do a handoff.
You're gonna do the handoff thing again?
Yeah. So we're done here. We're gonna go to our 2 a.m. Eastern time block. So again, thank you, Tamlin. I love you. Thank you for
What time are you finishing the Stream-a-thon? Really quick.
What time?
What time are you finishing the Stream-a-thon?
We end at 8 p.m. tomorrow, Monday.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. 8 p.m. is the final one.
Okay, I'll ping you if I say, hey, how you guys doing? Yeah, because I want to see. Yeah, I want to see Richard end. So
please ping us. So we've actually raised over $85,000 in this like 12 hours so far. We hope that we'll get to our eventual goal of 100,000, which I think we will. So please join us. Continue to watch. Thank you, Tamlin, for your support.
Thank you.
Sign off.
Thank you. Bye.